episode of Becca's Backyard. And as you can see, though it is the winter edition, I am sharing my inside thoughts outside the way that we had originally intended. Yeah, it is a gorgeous day here in December in Colorado. It's almost 60 degrees this afternoon. I'll be hoodieless for sure this afternoon. But I wanted to show you guys that whenever possible, I will sit in the sun and take it in. Because I have been feeling this winter depression lately. Coming off November, super tired from all of that travel and everything, really feeling a little bit defeated and like, how am I going to make this better for myself next year, but also keep doing what I want to be doing and keep doing my job. And I've been thinking a lot about that, as you guys know. But this week I was like, man, it won't go away. I am unmotivated. I was like, I could not get out of my own funk this week. And what I realized was I wasn't dealing with sort of exhaustion from travel anymore. I'd moved past that, and somewhere my depression had kind of snuck in. And I get that a lot. It's, I definitely have seasonal effectiveness to what goes on. I know that there are peaks and valleys in my own mental health when the seasons change. And I hadn't really thought about it because I've been here in Colorado and it is so sunny. And I'm out so much more than I was in New York, but really it had been, kind of clouded over for a couple of weeks. It had been snowy, as you had seen, it was cold. And so I think I was already feeling it, which surprises me still. I know it to be true. I know that's part of the reason I moved here. I know it's part of the reason that New York was so hard for me. But still, it sneaks in, and it's so familiar to who I am that I almost don't recognize it. And it's great when I have those moments of reflection and I catch it. But before I do, and I'm in it, I'm in that deep funk of it all, I am not a very good judge of anything. And that's what I have to remember, is that sometimes my brain lies to me. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it tells me I should be afraid when there's nothing to be afraid of. And we call that anxiety. And sometimes my depression tells me that everything's not okay and I'm not good enough and the world isn't good enough, and why should I keep getting up, because it just isn't going to change. And that's my depression. That's what my depression sounds like. And so I've been thinking about that a lot this week and things that I can be doing differently. And thankfully for me, the universe must have been listening, because we've gotten some really beautiful sunny days the last few days. So I've been out in it, really trying to enjoy it. Yesterday, went on a little adventure, a good hike with the dogs, and then tried to just drive around up in the mountains and disappear for a bit. It was pretty great. I'm going to have to remember to do that more often. So that was that. Just wanted to talk about that and kind of give you guys a lay of my land. And this was sort of a good realization for me. And now I'm like, okay, I have to get back out and exercise, even if it's cold, even if it's a short walk, and all of those little things. So I've been back on the self-care wagon doing that. And that's where I'm at. Oh, I know what I have to share with you. So, right, the word. Last week I gave you guys my 2019 word. My 2019 word is flourish. That is my F word for 2019. And last week my bracelet didn't come, but this week it did come. Yay! I see my hair is a mess because I just got out of the shower, by the way, and I could care less. It's Sunday. I'm not doing anything. So there you go. Also my pajama pants, my very Christmassy pajama pants, but don't care about that either. Really, I was actually just watching, clicking through the videos on Facebook and whatnot that they think I'm going to be interested in, and there's Oprah live again in her backyard, just like I'm in my backyard, and her hair is done, and her makeup's done, and her glasses are on, and she has matching cups for her and her guest, and I'm like, that is not your backyard. That's not really what you do in your backyard. Well, this is really what I do in my backyard in my pajamas, with my hair a mess. Any case, here it is. My word. What's your word? It comes in this beautiful little canvas sack, right? And there it is, myintent.org. So I'm plugging away. I don't make any money off of this. This is not my company. I order one bracelet every year, and that's it. I'm not that talented, but you can go ahead on there and become, I think, some kind of seller of these bracelets or maker of these bracelets. In any case, that's who they are, and that's where I get my bracelet from. And I tend to do black for the string because it's really my favorite color and it's what I wear the most of, and so it's a pretty easy guess for it's going to match everything I'm wearing. And there you can see it. I don't know if you can. I'll try. Flourish. Oh, there you go. Good shot. Flourish. And that's my word, and it comes all tied up, the nice pretty bracelet. I got the fancy bracelet, and that one is kind of, it's like rope special. And that's the one I got this year, because this past year with float, I got this bracelet kind, which is the simpler bracelet. And I noticed that it's a little hard for me to turn on myself and stuff, so I thought this rounded one might be less sensory intrusive for me. In any case, so the word came, and that's where you can get it, and that's where you can get your own. And I love it. I almost always want to save the bag, because on the back it says, our mission is to be a catalyst for meaningful conversations and positive action. I mean, what's not to like about giving that kind of idea a little push by buying a bracelet and helping yourself out? So that's that. I did see another version of this, which was an elastic band on the internet the other day, where you can also have a word put on. I'm sure that there are other things that you can do as well, whatever works for you. I don't recommend tattooing your word on you, because that's a lifetime commitment, so I'd really think about that. But that's my word, and it came, and I wanted to share it with you. And I think I just want to share one more little piece, which I had started to talk about last week, and I was like, oh, that's a really good topic. I'm going to come back and talk about it this week. And so that is what I do, and I call it meme therapy. And I know that sounds really silly, but a while back, I had been doing a lot of talking to people about creating a vision board and what a vision board looks like, and is it good to have one, and all of these things. And I was sort of, I'm not a very creative-y person, and so I was thinking, well, I don't know if I really want to make a whole vision board and this whole thing. And so I was reading something about how your vision board can really be anything that works for you, and it can be anything that you want it to be. So what I ended up doing was I started a little folder in my camera, because I was noticing that when memes were coming around that I thought were really pertinent, they would really touch me, and they were a really good reminder of the mindset that I wanted to be having. So I started a little folder in my phone and my camera, and I started saving the memes that I thought were really important. And essentially what that is, it's a meme folder. It's just a vision board folder that I save, that have the memes on it that I want to be continued practice for me. And that's something that I started doing, and then I realized that in part, in order to be in an actionable way, adding positive energy to the people around me and into my life, and making sure it was in my feed on my Facebook and all of that, was that I stopped sharing all of those really sarcastic and ironic memes that I was sharing all the time. And instead I started to share the memes that maybe didn't make it to my vision board folder, but were really good at the time, and things like that. And I noticed that other people were appreciating the memes that I was sharing. And there was a whole little positive cycle was happening. So I continue to do meme therapy. So this past week, when I was feeling really mopey, and I couldn't get out of my own funk, I went back and I read some of the memes that got me out of the last funk. And that works for me in situations of anxiety. I tend to go through those when my vision board memes when I'm having a really anxious experience, or one that I'm nervous about coming up. It really grounds me in the way that I want to be reminding my brain to be thinking. So that's what I do. I collect a little folder. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see that I often put out memes, because I think they catch you. They catch you, and they are put together in a way that can be a little reminder for your brain of the way that you want to be focusing your energy. So you may see that now I've started making my own memes. For a while, I didn't do that. Actually, for a really long time, I didn't do that, because I didn't think I was meme worthy. And I couldn't think of anything that I had to say that I thought was meme worthy, until people started to point it out to me in meetings and things, and I would say them. So I started to write a list of the things that I said that other people would say, hey, that's really good. And I did that, and out of that came my memes. So what I'm saying is that think about vision boards. Think about ways, images, words, things that touch you, that remind you that this is where you want your brain to be, and this is where you want your energy to focus. Start a little collection of them. A vision board doesn't have to be a cardboard thing you put on your wall. That's magazine pictures that you cut out, which is what I thought. It can be anything you want it to be. Maybe we'll come back and talk about that next week, but I see I've already been talking for almost 10 minutes, and I think that's pretty good day for us. It's Sunday. I'm going to get to relaxing and enjoying the sunshine a little bit, enjoying my pajama pants. Thanks, Oprah. You can have an interview with me in my backyard anytime you want to. And that's about it. I'm going to get on with my Sunday. You guys get on with yours. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.